Hello guys, in this tutorial I want to show you how to adjust the brightness, contrast and the color settings of your video, and I'm going to be showing you this using Capcut. Now this is Capcut application. So first of all, I'll open a new project and I'm going to show you how to do this with a video. Alright, so I'll add the video I want to edit. So I'll just add one of the videos here. Now I've added one of the videos. So you look at this video, it doesn't have a particular color, so the video is just clear. Alright, so now I want to adjust the color tone of this video. So you just select the clip. Let's assume there are many clips. Alright, so I'm just going to split these clips. Okay, I'll just split the clips. Alright, so let's assume that there are many clips you added here, many videos. Alright, so this is how it's going to be if you need to add many videos, and you want to adjust the color contrast for each of them. Alright, so let's assume you want the color to look bluish. Alright, so just select the clip you want to adjust the color, even if it's black and white, and then when you select the clip, options will be here. Then you scroll down, you scroll sideways, and you'll see adjust. You see the adjust tool here. Now you click on the adjust tool, and then you see the options here. You see brightness, contrast, saturation, exposure, sharpen, HSL, graphs and highlight, shadow, temperature. There's so many. So this is depending on the effect you want, and I'm going to show you how to use these tools. So first of all, let's begin with the brightness part. Now if you want to brighten up your video, you just select the brightness, and then when you increase it, the video brightens up. But it's on rare cases you use this. Okay, say the video was the background or the atmosphere of the video actually dim, then you can use the brightness too. Then the contrast too. Sometimes when you're increasing the brightness, you also increase the contrast. So those parts that are that's supposed to be dark should be darkened. Alright, so if you look at this, it actually made the video to be brighter. You see the way it looks, the contrast is there. Now if you want to work on the saturation, now saturation actually makes the atmosphere to look warm. All right, so if I increase the saturation, you see it goes towards the yellow color. All right, the yellowish color, that is where it goes. See how bright it becomes, like it's a sunny weather. Right, so that's what saturation does. Now exposure is still like brightness. Okay, just similar to brightness. You want to brighten up the video. Then HSL. Now what HSL does is that you see here, you see different options. You see hue, you also see saturation here again. Now in hue, you are selecting the color you want that video to become. If you want that video to look bluish, have this bluish color, okay, you can just use the hue. But I'm going to let me go back. I'm going to reduce this exposure here so that, okay, so let's go back to HSL. So now HSL, so if I select, I'm going to select the color here. So if I select blue, for instance, if I select blue and I move towards this area, it only makes the shoe, that is whatever was blue in this video, to look more blue. Like you see now, the shoe actually looked more bluish. Then when I moved it left, it looked more greenish. You can see the color grades here. So go back. Now go to graphs. Now what graphs does is that it's similar to contrast. Okay, if you bring this down, it will darken the video. You bring it up, it lightens the video. So this is what graph does. So depending on the kind of, if you want that to look dim, the video to look dim, okay, you can just use the graph to reduce it a bit. It adds that darkness to the video. Then I'm going to go back a bit. Okay, then you look at highlights here. Okay, I didn't do sharpen. Now the sharpen here increases the sharpness of the video. So if your video wasn't that clear, it was kind of blurry, you can actually use the sharpen tool here to sharpen your video. All right, and make it look very clear, to bring out all the details in your video. Then highlight makes the part that was white on your video to be really white. Okay, it's similar to brightness, though it doesn't brighten up everywhere. It only brightens up the part that was already bright. Okay, makes it brighter. So if you want to increase the shadow, you just bring this down here. Okay, bring this down to the left. But if you want the shadow to be less, you increase this part. Okay, now temperature is similar to saturation. Okay, so depending on how you want the temperature to be, if you want temperature to to look cool, you can actually bring it down to the left. Okay, to look like a morning weather, right? Then you want the temperature to actually look brighter, like on a sunny day, you can actually increase it this way. Then we also have hue. Now this is where you can change the color of your video. So you can see the color moved here from green to this is the original color, and now it moved towards looking green, and then it moved in this side, it will go towards looking reddish and all. So that is what hue does. Now if you want your video to be black and white, okay, you come to saturation and then you bring it down to the last, and then it will be black and white. If you want it not to be totally black and white, just want this effect that is partly black and white, has a little color on it, you can just increase it and bring it up to this part. Okay, then there's also fade. You want your video to actually look like it's fading out, fading away. Okay, then vignette actually darkens some part of the video, the round part, and then leaves this it actually focuses on a particular part, okay, at the middle. So you want to achieve this effect, to use vignette. Then there is grain makes your video to look like it's an old video, 90s, where the images, the videos were not really clear. So it gives this greenish appearance to your video. So even if it was an image, you can also always do this to your image. All right, so I'm just going to undo those parts. I'll undo this part. Right, so this is how you can actually have. So you can see now, you can see how I've actually changed the video from the color it was to black and white. If I want it to be green like the one I showed you before, I'll still go back to adjustment, and then I'll go to hue. And then I'll bring it down. It will look greenish. Move to this side, see it looks purple. So that's how you can actually adjust the hue of your video. Let me bring back the saturation. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back, and then I'll go back to hue. You can see how it changed the color of the video. All right, now also if you actually want to give this greenish, just want a particular, apart from what I showed you, you want to give a particular color. Now a situation where you want an overlay of a particular color, okay, you don't just want it to be the way I want it to be really that blue color. All right, you can actually achieve that with KineMaster, but I'll show you how to achieve this with Capcut. So you just come to overlay, and then you add overlay. Now it will be that you already have that blue background you want to add, okay, in your photo. So you can just download the blue background from image search man, or just from Chrome. Just download the blue background, and then you can now add it to your video as a layer. Then you increase it and cover up the whole clip. So even if you want this blue color to appear to the end, you can just increase it to the end. All right, so right now it's covering everywhere. So we just come here and reduce the opacity of the video, of the picture rather. We reduce it. Now when you reduce it, becomes transparent, and then you can see that blue effect on your video. So that's how you can actually achieve that color grading. All right, now so if you play this, you see how it looks like. So even if I want to reduce it more than this, reduce the opacity more than this, I can actually do that. So I'll come here, I'll reduce it again. So whatever color I want, I can actually achieve it. Just bring in the image of the color you want. Right, so that's how you can achieve a particular color grading effect on your video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Eagles Art Tutorials and turn on your notification button to get more updates.